I know that lots of the bikes we feature on this channel are super expensive dream bikes, but what about a dream bike that isn't super expensive and is super practical instead? Now, the owner of this particular commissioned custom build came to us because they've been around to all the other bike shops in town, the biggest bike shop in the UK, Wheelbase and Giant Shop and all sorts, couldn't find what they were looking for. And that is the beauty of custom building, because bikes are so versatile, you can build them into anything you want. So this particular customer had something really specific in mind. They're going to go on a family cycling holiday. Their kids are 11 and 8, I think, and they're going to go on this quite a long distance, multi-day trip. So they wanted to be able to carry stuff for them and the family and the kids on this trip. They were quite small. They're fairly short in the legs and longer in the body, struggling to find the right fit, didn't know whether to be a gravel bike or a mountain bike. So they came to us and tried to explain their story to us. And we put this to them as an idea. So this is an aluminium gravel bike with a really good quality carbon fork. And rather than building it with a gravel handlebar, which, you know, a drop bar they weren't that keen on, there's absolutely no reason why you can't fit a flat handlebar like a mountain bike and have those same small skinny wheels that you'd have on a gravel bike. They loved the idea. We conceptualized it, quoted it, and here we go. Here is the result. A bike that probably cost a smidge over £2,000 to construct, and something that's so versatile, not just for their holiday, but something that they can really envisage them using day in, day out to run errands around the local town, collect kids, and use on a variety of different things. So what we went for was, this is the Cinelli Zydeco aluminium frame. We've featured it on the channel before. It's a really lovely frame. You get a lot of bike for your money. It even comes with a branded Columbus fork. So the fork on this is really good, high quality as well. And then we had to start making compromises on the costs. Now, one of the big part of the brief was we wanted wheels that were going to be very, very serviceable. So we put to them these are the DT Swiss 370 hubs built onto some G580 rims, again using DT Swiss spokes. Now these actually come pre-built from one of our suppliers. They're sort of almost so cheap that it's cheaper for us to buy them fully built than it is to build them ourselves, but you still get those good components. The 370, if you don't know, is different from the aftermarket 350 in that at the back on the pull it has 3 pulls like a traditional free hub as opposed to the normal DT Swiss ratchet system, but you can upgrade these. The important thing is that all the parts are available. We'll always be able to find end caps and axles. Bearings are normal standard sizes. You know, free hubs are available in every bike shop you go into. That's the great thing about DT Swiss hubs. They might not be the best hubs in the world, but no matter where you are in the world, you're almost guaranteed to be able to get the spare parts very easily, which makes them so versatile. The rims are fantastic as well. I really like these. They're good, they're durable, they're hooked. We've actually fitted these up with inner tubes for their request. They really wanted to not have the faff of tubeless on this occasion, but tubeless curious, so they might go down that route in the future, so they wanted them to be tubeless compatible for the future. When it came to the brakes, this is where it gets interesting, because the gravel frame comes with the flat mount system that you might see on road bikes, whereas most mountain bikes come with the post mount still. So we had to find some brakes that were flat bar, but also had the flat mount system. And there are a few options out there. SRAM do the levels, Shimano do an option as well, but we went for the Maguras because they do this lovely 2-finger design that the customer really, really liked. The braking power on them is fantastic as well, like really strong braking power. So when those panniers are absolutely loaded up, it's going to give you loads of confidence. And then when it came to the gearing, the brief was, I'm going to be carrying a lot of weight, potentially even pulling along a child as well. I want some really low ratio gears. And when they're back in Kendal, if you look anywhere on the horizon from where we live, you will find a really steep hill. So we wanted crazy low ratio gears. And luckily the Shimano Cues system was absolutely spot on for this. So have a little 30-tooth chainring on the front there on 170mm cranks, almost as short as we can get, and absolutely monstrous 50-tooth cassette at the back there. So even when this is really loaded up, we've always got a gear that's going to be working for them. And again, no chain slap, a good clutch mechanism, everything. All the finishing kit we went for was the Ergon saddle and the Ergon Grips. Again, super all-day comfort, that's what this bike was about. And of course, a really good, strong, robust rack that you can hang anything off in all weathers. So what do you think? A true custom build made specifically for a customer's requirements and at the price point that they asked for as well. If you like this sort of content, give it a thumbs up. What would you do differently? Put it down in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.